Chapter 11. The Fig Tree. Value Pick. Be happy with what you have. Warm up. Have you seen trees? Which is the shortest tree you have seen? How short was it? Far away in the forest, where the sun was warm and the air was fresh, grew a pretty little fir tree. Everything was perfect there. Yet the tree was not happy. It wanted so much to be like the tall pine and fire trees that grew around it. Sometimes the children would bring a large basket. It would have raspberries or strawberries. They would sit eating them near the fig tree. Is it not a pretty little tree? They would ask. This made the tree feel unhappy. Yet with time, the tree grew a little taller every year. Still, as it grew, it complained, "Oh, how I wish I were as tall as the other trees. Then I would spread out my branches on every side. My top would look over the wide world around. The birds would be building their nests in my branches. When the wind blew, I would gently bow, just like my tall friends." So unhappy was the tree that it did not enjoy the warm sunshine. It did not enjoy the birds. It did not enjoy the fluffy clouds that floated over it morning and evening. Sometimes in winter, when the snow would fall, a little hare would come springing along and jump right over the little tree's head. This would make the tree very embarrassed. A mere hare could jump over it. After 2 winters passed, the tree grew little tall. This time, the hare could not jump over it. Yet the tree remained unhappy. "Oh, to grow, to grow. If I could just keep on growing tall and old. There is nothing else worth caring for in the world." Then one day, the tree saw something. He saw some men come along. They had axes in their hands. "I wonder why they had that thing. What is that?" asked the fig tree. The birds of the air answered, "That thing is an axe. They use it to cut trees." "But why are they cutting the trees?" asked the fig tree. As he asked, he saw them cut few trees. They put the logs and trunks of the trees. They piled them up one upon another. Then they filled their truck with them and took the trees away. "Where are they taking those trees?" asked the fig tree. The birds knew nothing about this, but still they made up an answer. One stork answered the fig tree back, "Yes, I think I do. As I flew from Egypt, I saw many new ships. They were very beautiful. Those must have been made by the wood of the trees. I tell you, they looked grand. They sailed gloriously on the sea." "Oh, how I wish I were tall enough to go on the sea," said the fig tree. "Tell me, what is sea? What does it look like?" "Enjoy being young," said the sunbeam. "Enjoy your growing years and the young life that is in you." But the fig tree did not pay attention. Instead, just dreamed of being taller. Then as Christmas came, he saw the men come back. They again took few more trees. "Now they are taking trees that are shorter than me. Why is it so?" asked the fig tree. Again, the birds, who knew nothing, made up an answer. "Oh, you cannot think what glory they receive. They are dressed up most wonderfully. We have seen them standing in the middle of a warm room. They are dressed up with all sorts of beautiful things, decorations, colored lights, and other beautiful objects." "Really?" said the excited tree. "Oh, how I wish I would go there one day. Be happy with us here, said the air and the sunlight to the tree. Enjoy your own bright life in the fresh air. But again, the tree did not pay attention. The next Christmas, a man came with an axe. This time he saw the fig tree. This is the prettiest tree here. Let us take this one, said the man. Before the fig tree could think, the man started to chop it. In no time, the fig tree was down on the ground. It was being taken in his truck to his home. As the tree entered the house of the man, he saw it was decorated. Oh, am I going to be decorated too? Just like the birds said, the tree thought to himself. And yes, the children and women of the house decorated the tree. The fig tree sat in the middle of the room beside the fireplace. It was covered with lights and beautiful things. Some of the fire sparks from the fireplace fell on the branches of the fig tree. Oh no, put out the fire, shouted one woman. The fig tree got scared as they put out the fire, but he was happy. He was enjoying the lights and the decoration. The children sang around the tree. He heard stories from their grandfather. He was enjoying everything. I would never want to leave this place. I am finally at the right place, the tree thought to himself. The next morning, the tree thought it would enjoy this day too. But to his surprise, he was pulled off and thrown into the storeroom. Oh, why am I here? How will I listen to the stories? How will I see the children sing? Thought the tree. He was very sad. He stayed in the storeroom for many days. He started to remember the sunshine, the wind, the birds, the animals of the forest. He was blessed to be there with them. But now he has no one. Later, he was thrown in the garden of the house. He saw the same children laugh at him now. Look, this tree is so old and yellow and ugly, said the children. I am not old, the tree said to himself. But I know I am useless. Oh, how I wish I could go back to how I was before, said the sad